Greetings crafters, welcome back to Survival Single Player How to Minecraft. This is Season 2, Episode 94, and today we're making a safe path to the end. Well, to the end portal, but inevitably the portal goes to the end, so safe path to the end. Now we're picking up exactly where we left off about 10 minutes ago. I have literally just been sat here, made myself a brew, made a small bite to eat, and we are going to be kicking right off. Just as soon as I've cleared all the crumbs off my desk. My bad. My mouse might actually move a bit better. Now, that actually reminds me. It may well be that I need to do a battery change. Meh. Won't be the first time. So we've been letting these mobs build up. Why? Because this bit's hilarious. We're not going to kill them. Well, we are going to kill them. But we're not exactly going to do it ourselves. There's 250 entities within range. That's pretty much all going to be in that 1x1 block. So as soon as we hit this lever, you can expect them to explode out into the kill chamber. I always love watching this bit. Oh wait, no, sorry. We can't take any pleasure at all in this bit, can we? No. And they're still coming. Eventually they will start dying. There we go. And the frame rate's picking back up again now. There we go. All of the mobs are now into the kill chamber, apart from one or two which are struggling to make it in. They'll get there eventually. And that zombie and that skelly doesn't want to swim. That's fine. They'll die anyway. And we should pretty much now be back down to a more reasonable level. Yep. Ah, the quick way. Entity count 34, 35-ish. Well, that's one way of getting rid of them. So, let's go and equip ourselves. And oop. So, emeralds drop off in there. Eye of Ender, we now have 11. Well, we're going to need to check how many we actually need, but we can do that later. So we're going to need cobblestone half slabs. Let's go and drop everything that we don't need. Which includes, well, actually, we won't even bother with the excess chicken. That's the inventory cleared out. Let's go and get cobblestone half slabs. Oh, not the torches over there. Cobblestone half slabs. Where did I put them? There we go. Likelihood of that actually being enough? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Where did I put the darn cobblestone? Anyone remember where I put the cobblestone in here? There we go. Considering we have a smooth stone generator, then generating cobblestone isn't going to be too much of an issue. Excuse me. I think that'd be enough cobblestone. Just for the fun of it. Back 26. Too bad. Could of course generate more if we slayed the mobs with looting sword. But swords getting really expensive to repair now, so since that was pretty much just for fun. Now, why the heck would I start this in the middle of the freaking night? Literally in the middle of the frigging night. I must completely and utterly off my rocker. And yes, my mouse is requiring a battery change. And nothing's going to drop down from above. We've got villager there still on survival. It's because that chunk hasn't been loaded very much. So the path ahead of me, as you can see, is a single block wide. The ladder that you can see going up there is going up to the end portal, and that's the one that we're going to use. Why? Because it's closest. So I am going to take a look around, just double I already know about that. Double check it is safe to do this bit. Right, it looks like we're bone. Turn the volume up. Can't hear anything. Right. One moment, I will grab the batteries out of the charger and then I will quickly change them over in my mouse. So this is where we really hope nothing tries to sneak up on us. Mouse off. Batteries out. Batteries in. Mouse on. Right, we're looking good. These batteries are back in the charger. Right. So, we've got extra torches. We need to make this run a bit safer. Now, straight away, I see a creeper that then despawns. Which means if he's despawned, something else can spawn in. No? Yes? No? No? Yes? It's that cube there, the top of that cube, that is the problem zone. Because I've had issues before where mobs have jumped off that cube onto the path and come for me. So yeah. Also got to be aware that inside that cube things can actually come out and come for me. I've just had a thought. You over there, you do actually need some coal. Or rather, not need so much, but could do with some. So, like, yeah. If I can actually get up there, of course that is. Yeah. Well, picked up a bit of coal. So let's have another look around. Anything want to play with us? Is there anything in there? Nope. But there might be something on the roof of that cube over there. That just looks weird. Right. I would say this is as safe as it's gonna get. Checking for shift malfunction. No malfunction detected. So right now we're in the safest position possible because we're right above the cube. So it's pretty much a case of holding down the right hand key. So we sidestep to the right. And we're holding down the right hand mouse button. And our little pinky is firmly planted on the shift key. And we have a little shrine to the god of mobs to ask that mobs do not chase us across the path. Most specifically, that creepers don't come along and go boom. And that's 64 done. Well, I guess we didn't quite need as many half slabs as we brought. But who cares? I'd rather bring too many than too little. So, once again, checking for shift malfunction. Nope, looks good. Hold down, let's go out to the edge. Right click, hold, and go to the right. Normally while you're running down these paths, you're looking around. Onto the corner, turn the corner. And the good thing now is if we fall off, we've got water on top of a cube right underneath us. So we should be good. Basically, yeah. That's the, very amusing thing. Because if you fall into the void, you lose everything. All your XP, the works. Whereas if you go splat onto the top of a cube, at least you can try and get down to the cube using a water column and get your items back. So now we're heading back again. Yes, as I've been mentioning for the last, God knows how many episodes now, Season 3. Well, Season 2 ends, well, projected ending Friday evening. Season 3 will start a week or two after that. Now, one of the reasons for the delay is because I think Windows 7 needs a reinstall. The other reason is I'm tempted to do Season 3 under Linux instead of Windows, because quite frankly Windows is starting to annoy me. But also I need to set up video templates and whatnot, because the format for Season 3 is going to be different from 1 and 2. Uh-oh. Why do I get a suspicion it's going dark on me? Yeah, I think the sun's going down. So that's a little bit safer, to say the least. Make sure that half slab is under, not over. So the bottom of the block, so it's the lower half slab. Then things won't spawn on it. Right, bear in mind that in just a few episodes, we are going to be heading down here with our very best gear on to go and fight the Ender Dragon. So we are going to be doing some reasonable, we are going to take some reasonable steps to make this a little bit safer. So, guardrail, roof. Oops. So kind of just concentrating a little bit. Don't particularly want to make a mistake and fall off. Because as a general rule, that's kind of bad. But yeah, Season 3 is, as I've mentioned, the hardest. Now, it isn't an original map, or original world. It is based on a world from 1.7 originally. What the fudge? Quite sure how Minecraft managed to do that for me, but... And yeah, 1.7, and it has been updated by me, basically a few weeks ago. Now, it is a pre-generated world based upon algorithms. Do I know where everything is in the world? Not really. I've had a quick look around to make sure that there is, shall I say, sufficient resources. And also not much in the way of an excess either. Uh-oh. Is that the sun? Yeah, that's the sun. Now, it's probably... Basic principle of the map is actually one of the hardest that I have ever come across. Simple reason being that in this particular map, style of map, if you make a mistake, then certainly in the early, say the beginnings, if you make a mistake, then it's pretty much guaranteed that you will have died and lost all of your items. Pretty much guaranteed. And that's pretty much what makes it hard. Sort of. Not quite that simple, but you get the idea. Come on. Get the rhythm back. Now, that being said, going through spells of not making any progress, well, while it might be entertaining to watch, for people to watch me die over and over for a little bit, it would very quickly get boring. So sufficient steps have been taken to reduce initial death counts. I say reduce, it's still a very, very risky thing. Very, very risky map to be on. The interesting thing is that none of the variations of this map have ever been updated for 1.8. Or at least if they have, it was not made available for download. Very weird. Might actually be something that I might have to do. Give my fingers a quick rest and drink my coffee. Coffee. So season 3 I'm actually looking forward to. It is a limited map. As I said, it's pre-generated. And it does have boundaries to it. So we won't be doing anything aesthetics wise, so we won't be creating really anything that looks good. It will be strictly a business, all business playthrough. And we will be playing to the point of we are going to get the job done. So no messing around, no frills, all business. That being said, there's certain things that we do need to, in order to get the job done. But don't expect them to look pretty. Actually, having said that, no. Let me retract that phrase. Expect them to look pretty awful. This is my usual style. Season 3, as I've also mentioned, has a complete change to how I do the episodes. Right now in seasons 1 and 2, the episodes are straight up recorded at the same time as basically me streaming. So it's the exact same thing, unedited, and you see everything that I do. Season 3 will be the prelude or the test bed, whatever you want to call it, to the brand new series. In the sense that I will be streaming content like this on Twitch so that people that want to watch everything can watch everything. However, the episodes that go up to YouTube will be edited. Will be more of highlights. But also the new series does not have an endpoint. So it will literally continue for as long as I want it to, for as long as I'm having fun. Which could see some seriously big contraptions being built. Seriously big to the point of insanity. Which some of you may well recall a certain stream that happens on a Saturday afternoon where I'm in 1.9 creative and we may be pushing the limits of Minecraft a little bit. Darn it, just again. Maybe. Now there could be a reason for that. Maybe. I'll just put a hole in there. Or maybe not. In order to find out, you'll just have to keep watching. So potentially we could be looking at a series that can go on for a year or more. Yep, that would be rain. That was really weird. I had the distinct feeling that there was something behind me there. Ever had a feeling that you're being watched? I know that's a ridiculous thing to say, being a streamer, but yeah, I feel like I'm being watched. Ugh. I'm out of here. Go back over here where it's a little bit safer. As I said, a little bit safer at this point. Bear with me, I'll flex my fingers and wiggle my toes. You know, that's one of the issues when you're doing a lot of pathing. Certainly like this. When you're holding down shift and you're clicking with the mouse and aiming with the mouse, and you're also moving, then yeah, if you're doing it a lot, your knuckles can ache. How much cobblestone have we got left? We got some more there. Grab. Right, let's do a little bit more. So trying my best to do several things at once. First of all, not get too close to the edge. Also making sure my cursor is on the end of the half slab. Making sure I click at the right point so it doesn't lag behind. Keeping an ear out for a mob, specifically a hissing, would be bad. Also keeping my eyes out for a skelly with a bow. Yeah, it's also so tempted that when I put the roof on this path, to cover the roof in lava and let the lava flow down. That would be pretty much unpenetrable by mobs. Pretty much. No. No glitching. Bad Minecraft. Wait, where the heck's that lava coming from? Am I out from under? Yeah. Huh. Okay. So we're pretty much just walking back at this point. Knowing full well that if a creeper blows up behind me, that there is pretty much no blocks whatsoever How did you manage to do that, Minecraft? Knowing pretty much full well that there's no blocks whatsoever underneath me. At this point. One to my left. Underneath me. I love the way it only rains in certain biomes. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Well, we are pretty much out of house slabs, so we'll make some. Now, for those that have been watching this series right from the very beginning, they will know that right from the very beginning, well, right at the beginning, we had a decent frame rate. And those that have been watching my other Minecraft episodes will know that the PC that I'm using is capable of generating 60 frames a second, unless it's doing a ton of redstone work. So, considering we really don't have that much redstone going on, the question becomes, what is causing my low frame rate? And the answer to that is actually a little bit more simpler than I'd actually like it to be. And the reason, of course, is because the cubeworld mod is actually corrupt. And yeah. It's not a happy mod at all. Fortunately, it's not exactly as easy as pull the mod out or reinstall it because of the way down that it's actually built. It's not just the cubeworld mod that's corrupt, basically. The world itself is fine. I've run various checks on it, so on and so forth, and I've had no issues. But it's the Minecraft install itself that is, shall we say, getting its knickers in a twist with regards to certain things. So yeah. Hence one of the reasons for knocking shaders off, which I might add in Season 3, I will not be running shaders. Why? Because of the graphics complexity. So yeah. A lot of issues with this Minecraft install, and I'm looking forward to saving the world and then getting rid of the install. Now, the Season 3 world has been loaded with the texture pack that I'm using here. And I'm very tempted to actually play it with this texture pack. However, in 1.9, all of the development work that I've been doing, basically pushing the limits, uses a modified version of this texture pack. I'm not expecting this texture pack to get updated for 1.9. The simple reason being that it was never updated for 1.8. So that leads me to believe that leads me to believe that maybe it's going to be worth looking around for a 1.9 texture pack, or just going completely vanilla, which is kind of tempting. You know, I haven't looked behind me for a while. Okay, so we're pretty safe here. I mean, yes, we can be kind of knocked off that wooden bit, but don't think that's going to happen. So let's have a walk back along this. And you know, I feel quite safe. I mean, yes, it's possible for skellies to shoot me with a bow through the gaps, but it's not going to be possible for them to knock me off. And of course, zombies can't get me. You know what I was saying about them walking off? Some fun. I wonder if he would. I wonder. Come on. Just drop down onto this ledge. Hi. Come on. Down onto here. Good zombie. No! Well, that works actually. Bye bye. safe. I see you up there, zombie. Darn it. Interesting thing is when we come to the ladder. Get interesting. Yeah, I really don't fancy getting sniped off the ladder. How do I want to do? Whoops. I want to do. Cobblestone. So, how am I going to do this? That's a fair way up. Basically. The only way that I can think of is to do your faithful trick. Like that. Do that all the way up. Good God. Do we even have the horse slabs for that? I may be getting cobblestone. Okay. There. Of course, while I'm stood right here, it's entirely possible I can get sniped off. Yeah, not fun at all. Wait, is that right? There and around there, yeah. Of course, my little pinky is firmly planted on the shift key. Yeah, one slight update glitch. And I can be, whoops, quite easily off the side. Something like that with a ladder. If I don't catch it in time. Whoa, tunnel. I pretty much just, in all likelihood, fall onto that cube. And with having feather falling 4, probably wouldn't die at this height. By the time we get up there. Yeah, that's going to be another story. Nope, nothing of use in there. Always worth checking out cubes. Even at this late stage in the season rather. Just in case I spot some diamond. I'm going to hang on here a moment while I give my fingers another stretch. Wouldn't want to have an accident with the shift key. But we're not doing too badly. Now, I would not be surprised in cubeworld if once you have killed the Ender Dragon, for them to set the mob spawn characteristics to ridiculously insane level. I would not be surprised. In fact, I really wish that somebody would write a mod for Minecraft which changes the way mobs actually spawn excuse me, so that it is a little bit more player specific. Basically so that if a player is running around in leather armour and has a stone sword, then the mobs that spawn will have all leather armour and basic bows and stone swords to match the player. Likewise, if you're running around in diamond armour with a diamond high level enchanted sword, then the mobs spawn in with the same. Simple reason being that very shortly I'm going to jump into diamond gear, which I could be wearing right now, except the game is spawning in zombies. Let's try that one again. Zombies with leather armor, with no armor and leather armor, which is kind of pointless. Even with the level of iron sword that we have right now, which is pretty high level, I might add, then we pretty much dispatch a zombie or skelly in one hit, usually. Same goes for the bow. So really we need to... the AI difficulty algorithm setting more in tune with what the player's got. Now that being said, if a player was to lose all their armor, i.e. die, and not get it back, then I would say that the level of difficulty from the mobs should not drop back down again. So once they get up to a particular difficulty, i.e. with equipment and enchantments, etc., then they stay there. Kind of makes it more hazardous then to actually lose your armor, weapons, and also more hazardous to go and get them. But nobody seems to have created that mod, which basically means either people don't want to make Minecraft harder, or it's not possible to change it. Now that's an interesting light pattern. I have to check them out, make sure the light levels aren't too low. I'm pretty sure from this point we're getting close to, even with feather falling, close to the point of if we fell off and fell onto the cube below us, then we'd be at the very least very close to death. Now that's actually kind of a interesting sight, that is. Do that. Make a screen grab, and why not? Oh, it's another cube behind. Right. Well, the good news is the end portals aren't guarded by an endermite spawner. Absolutely wonderful, because those things are a real pain. Oh, I should point out Season 3 is going to be interesting on custom contraptions. That's all I'm going to say. So it will need to use... Great, perfect time for messaging me. Up half my screen, why not? Moment. What was I saying? Oh yeah. There will be... well, there's gonna be water channels to move things around. But I'm hoping that... I haven't actually looked, by the way. But I'm hoping the stuff that I would need to move around, say from a farm of some sort, will be pretty close to where I want to set up my base. And where I want to set up my base will be pretty much right on top of the end portal. Hello, creepy. Bye bye, creepy. As I said, mobs are too weak. Also, I really think that the creeper explosive power should also scale as well. I mean, pretty much when I'm in diamond armor, the only thing that really scares me is actually a charged creeper. A creeper that's been hit by lightning. Which you don't get to see very many of them around. Unless you build a charged creeper farm. Oops. Which, to be perfectly honest, I'm not insane enough to do. I really don't need mob heads in my game. So, yeah, no, not happening. Yeah, I've only got this stack left. Like I might be grinding up some blocks. Yeah, basically charged creepers, you make them explode, which has a twice the radius explosion than a normal creeper, and I think it's 2 or 3 times the power, explosive power. If you explode one of them next to a mob, then there's a very good chance that that mob will drop its own head, which you can then put up on a wall. Yeah. Really not interested. Now, don't get me wrong, if I was on a multiplayer server, then that might be worth doing. Oops. Yeah, we're certainly not pretty darn high up now. That's interesting. We've got a water drop going down to that sort of villager village thing over there. No actual path getting to it from this side. And that would be because it's actually on the other side. Yeah, the path kind of wiggles around a little bit from this point. Right, I'm out of half slabs. So, we've not done too bad. Time. Not long left. Long enough for us to walk all the way back. This is where I get to the bottom. There's a creeper waiting for me. You'd be about right. There we go, dark patch. Now, is that dark enough for mob to spawn on? No. Light level 10. 9 at worst. But you know what? It doesn't look good. I'm gonna put a there and one there. One there. And one there. Keep walking. Oh, and one there. The likelihood is extremely small. Did I? I think I did. So the Hall of Thank Yous. And yes, the Hermitcraft team do get a mention. And so do SMP, How to Minecraft team. Other streamers and moderators. Stop it with the low frame rate already. So we kind of have to go all the way up to the top. Well, not all the way to the top, but you get the idea. Oh, that's a point I never reactivated, did I? Missing bit of redstone. Die already, you lot. Here we go. So, why aren't you active? Oh, that's why. Here it comes. But we're pretty much at the end of the episode, so I'm not going to make you watch me collect cobblestone. But that is the cobblestone the stone generator working. And obviously if we don't use a silk touch pickaxe, it turns into cobblestone. But that is going to be all from me tonight, both for YouTube video and for streaming. Thank you everybody for watching, thank you for the hosts. Everybody on YouTube, free to subscribe. Excuse me, give me a second. Let's try that again. Feel free to subscribe. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. However, this was streamed live on Twitch. Feel free to come join. twitch.tv/ComWarrior69. Everybody that follows me on Twitch gets a follow in return, regardless whether you stream or not. And you can get updates on what and when I'm live streaming by following me on Twitter @ComWarrior69. So I hope everybody has a good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is for you. Take care. Hopefully I will be back again tomorrow night. And I will see you later. Bye for now.